All right, see, it's Tuesday, September 8th, and I have the wrong date on here. Database team meetings, jump right into it. I looked at the urgent issues. Looks like Andreas answered both of them. Thank you. It doesn't look like there's really anything for us to do at the moment. So you gave some feedback on the first one, and we are awaiting feedback from Robert Marshall on the second one. So thanks for following up on those, Andreas. Anything else we can talk about on those?
For the first one, there's a few follow-ups I want to do, but the main part is basically, I don't think it's a code change that we want to do. So I think this is rather an omnibus thing, and I'm probably checking in today with the distribution team and see if they can take it or how we would do it on GitLab. I don't think that should go into the application because it's just a configuration change.
Okay. All right, thought I'd link this here. So I'm taking part of the Manager Challenge pilot program, and I linked the overall program there. It's a 4-week program. They've asked for a few volunteers from the management group to participate in this, and once they've gone through the pilot, they will actually roll it out to a larger group. Part of the day one activity was take a self-assessment on social style, and I linked it there. If you all want to take it, we can share later, and I'll let you all take it first if you're interested, and then I will share my results later. You can guess as to where I land. It's pretty interesting, actually. So take a look, let me know how and if you want to participate, and if you don't, it's perfectly fine.
I was looking at the assessment. I was wondering if there is sort of an explanation what those individual things are, like, you know, when you're supposed to rate yourself on for like in one dimension. Is there more explanation with regard to what this means? Or
yeah, hang on.
Right.
Oh, you know what? Where it is. So there's the link for the manager's issue for social styles, and it's got some more data about the different types of social styles, along with some videos. And, I haven't read through those either because this was just updated last night, it looks like. So I'll give you more information there. And then there is a Slack channel. It looks like someone actually created a social styles application to make the testing a little more interesting. All right. I haven't seen this either. Cool. I will link this in here too. There you go.
Thanks.
Yep. All right. So goals from last week, we already reviewed. Audit events, Epic. We're blocked right now, still on UX. I need to follow up on that. And we're going to try and get it done 13.4, but we're running out of time. So it looks like us finishing up audit events will carry over to 13.5. Container registry, you all had a meeting to discuss. I wasn't a part of that. Was there any outcome on that one?
We have a follow-up this week. Shaw was back, and he's looking at all the things that we discussed. And we have a meeting on Thursday to run through those. But yeah, I think so far what we. Oh, so yeah, okay, Wednesday. But so far what we've seen of we think it is a viable alternative, but it's going to be interesting to see what he thinks about it.
Yeah. Okay. Giannis, how you doing on the database instrumentation?
I will send the DMR today. I'm having fun with Mac laptops. I miss my Linux laptop. I really miss my Linux laptop. I cannot make a GitLab Compose Git work with Mac. I just can't. I get bad gateways. It cannot work. So yeah, I'm running a different configuration now. So I'm running Prometheus in a Docker, and then I'm running JDK, and then I'm connecting JDK to Prometheus to JDK and scraping my JDK. So I think that works. So yeah. It's been, no, it's not. And Camille said that yeah, don't try it. GitLab Compose Git that does not work on Mac. I tried. So it's funny because it's yeah, fun times.
Okay.
Could you get it going with a regular Omnibus install as well, like on a?
Oh yeah, I can do that. But I do. So I have lost a day, but I don't want to generate an image. So the easy way around is to just generate an image from Omnibus from IMR. So I have a merge request in Omnibus, so I can generate an image from Omnibus from the merge request, and then use that image, fetch that image, and run that image. But that's the easy solution. I'm sorry for losing. It's not a full day, it's half a day. So yeah, I just wanted to make it work just by itself. I just want to have my JDK, and I want to have a Prometheus, and I want to make it run. But yeah, that's why I said that I will send the MR today. Whatever happens, it will go out.
Okay.
Right. And Andreas, you said you're gonna work on workload analysis as a side task this week. Did you make any progress there?
I did not. No. The other things took priority, like container registry and
yeah,
load balancing stuff. Yeah.
A few things popped up this week. Was there any progress? Anybody know on the rake task, or maybe PG repack? Jose's not here.
Yeah. So Pat's working on that. So I think he's got the MR ready for the first iteration on that, providing a rake task for the reindexing.
Mm-hmm.
That's short before review, I think, and it's looking good. And then I took a look at the GitLab comp state, and we currently have repacking scheduled, so that's about to be picked up again from the SRE teams. But looking at the bloat statistics, I don't know if you all saw that. It's getting more and more. So we have like more than 2 terabytes of bloat for the total database size of like 8 terabytes or so. So it's like a lot. And yeah, I would love to get that going on the application side, because I think this is something that we have to do more regularly. And it's just like looking at how SRE teams currently do that. I think this is a lot of effort for them to get it scheduled, to get it reviewed, to execute on it, and then eventually the next month you have to do it all over again. So yeah, I would love to get that into the next milestone as well, that we continue on that. And there's 2 follow-ups to what Pat is working on. Like once we have the rake task in place, we want to make that a bit more smarter, like in choosing an index for reindexing. So we would have to have some bloat estimation for picking the next index to reindex. And then there is a third one that I would want to tackle in the next milestone, is basically preventing this reindexing to interfere with deployments, because this is what can happen when you do the reindexing in background, is that you're taking up a lock on that, and then deployment runs database migrations, and then you're basically blocking the deployment from a background job. And think we can detect this and sort of cancel the background job because it's not as important as a deployment. And once we have all this done, we should be able to automate it.
Thank you. When is the repack scheduled?
It sounded like they're doing it this week or like right away.
Okay.
It was blocked for a different reason, but now they're picking it up again.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I was gonna say we run through the board real quick. There's a handful of unassigned issues. Are there any high-level goals we want to talk about first? Other than what was already discussed, so let's see. Sorry, I'm putting words into your mouth here, Giannis. Did you want to try and finish this week?
Yeah, we'll do. We'll send the MR for the first MR. We'll add it to Omnibus, and when it's merged, I will test with the image and send the MR for the pings. So you need first the Omnibus. So, but I have ready the other one. It's just having after the one is done, I will send for you the other one.
As far as the board, I think I moved one of these out. So this is what we have left in 13.4 that are unsigned. I don't think this one's going to happen in 13.4 because the UI is not done yet. So let's see. Anybody planning on jumping on this for the next 9 days?
I'm thinking of working through that.
About this one.
No, I can take that one.
Is it realistic in the next several days?
Yeah, that's shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. This one we probably just need to move until we start actually working on the events table, right?
Mm.
So I was reviewing this one this morning. Do we still want to do this, or are these types of design decisions already covered in existing documentation? And I haven't reviewed our documentation that we already have out there in the handbook. Andres, I know you wrote some great write-ups on different partitioning considerations, but is that material pretty well covered for what we would talk about here? Maybe if it is, we just add an addendum to it, just saying this is why we did audit events partitioning this way. or see audit events as an example of partitioning with these keys. It's like this was covered already in the handbook.
What perhaps would be useful to have is sort of an explanation what the limitations of that approach are, or how to use this in the correct way and not end up using it in the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
And that could also serve as an example from documentation for partitioning.
Okay.
Still think it would make for a good example to explain why we're doing it in that way.
Okay. Are we gonna, is anybody gonna be able to get to this before the 17th? It's not critical, so we can pick it up next milestone. All right. This one still remains unassigned. I thought, were you looking at this one, Andres?
A bit, but not really. But for me, it's now clear enough. I would be able to take it in the next milestone, or at least a part of it.
Okay. I'll take a look at this one later. See what we need to do.
We could really start very basic with that. So I realized that the database load balancing, the application side load balancing, that always excludes Sidekick from it, right? So any Sidekick or rake tasks, they don't make use of the load balancing. So that means we never spread out the read queries to replicas for Sidekick jobs. And we could start very simple and sort of tag all the jobs read write, so they would still all go to the primary, and then start with one job and mark it as read only and see if that goes to, or let that go to the replica. That would make for a good first step, I think.
Okay. That's it for unassigned. We just left the one in this milestone to follow up on. So thank you. Any other goals we should review for this week or set for this week?
Probably want to get all the issues marked deliverable out, right? Not only the unassigned ones.
Okay, we talked about that one. That's Pat's. Oh, is this one still realistic for this milestone, Giannis?
Leave it there. I want to check it out one more time
Okay.
before, and I will tell you if we move it or not.
Okay. Andreas?
Oh, same. I'm trying.
That's Pat. This one,
Yep,
Andreas.
This is ready for reviews, which is a small change. The same as the last one. This is also just a 3-line change.
Yeah. And this one,
is yeah. For this one, it's the question like, do we want to spend more time on it if that is in sort of an acceptable direction? How do we work with the container registry team? Do they pick it up from there? But I would wait for the Wednesday meeting to discuss that further.
Yep. Okay. Looks good. That's it for agenda items on this meeting. Is anybody else, anything else anybody wants to cover? Ben, do you have anything for us?
I don't know.
All right. Thanks, everybody.